Okay, so here's an update. It's March the 9th. So the last 2 days I've been, maybe 3 days, been wiped out from allergies. Wiped out. And just because my schedule allows it, I didn't want to push things and took it real easy. Today, working more and just mainly getting things ready for me to leave next week. So that said, I was planning on competing on Saturday just to get the juices flowing, but now I think I'm going to bag. I'm not going to do it. There's no risk of injury, all that stuff. It's not like it's going to make me appreciably better if I do it Saturday. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So about competition training, you got to know, like Kenny Rogers said, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. It's better for me to be rested for next week. Speaking of which, so the thing that was kind of a surprise, but not really that much of a surprise, was that, LA is going to be filmed. LA ANW is going to be filmed at night. So, night doesn't start till 9. 8:39. And, I mean, they need it dark just because of the lighting, which means we don't run until late, maybe starting 10. Hopefully, I'm not dead last again. And that would be around 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever. This is the thing about getting older. There's downsides to it. One of the worst, if you want to call it a worst, is that having your sleep interrupted sucks, and it takes me days and days to recover from that. Jet lag, not so. Jet lag sucks. LA back to home. That jet lag sucks, but it's the interruption of sleep mainly, though that is interruption of sleep. But like really bad sleep, like when you're up till late. I can't think of the last time I stayed up till 1. I think Betsy and I went out for maybe it was probably for her holiday party at her last company a couple of Christmases ago, which was a super spreader event, but that's another story. And we went to bed like 1 maybe, and it sucked the next day. So the thing is that I was planning to compete on the 16th and then get on the plane at 17th. I think around 1 o'clock LA time. So I'm basically just going to make sure all my stuff is packed up before I even compete, and basically have my toiletries out and throw my crap into a bag, take a shower, and get back to the airport, because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to sleep between 5 a.m. I got to stay there the whole time. And hopefully they have a place for us to be inside for a bit of time, but I'm going to be like layered up. I'm planning on bringing down all kinds of stuff, and I'm going to California from DC. And the DC weather next week is supposed to be pretty good, 40 to 50 degrees, which is still, warm for mid-March in Washington, DC. Anyway, so that's an update. You probably can hear I'm congested. I don't feel as crappy. Yesterday I worked out in the afternoon and in the evening, got some vitamin D. Worked out the night before, but took it all easy the last 2 days, like daytime days. But I'm back working now, running around. So tonight I'll do some workouts. So that's what I'm dealing with. That's the neat thing about my experiences with ANW is that I'm getting to try all different variations of it, which is just cool. I got to go to Tacoma the first time that we were all allowed to compete with no audience, and with our sidelines, and then San Antonio with a smaller audience, and then now I'm guessing they're going to have a full audience. Props to anyone who wants to come and watch in the middle of the night in LA. You're rock stars, and thanks for being super fans. I really appreciate it. And speaking of super fans, that's what I love about the sport well, the show is, and the sport, but the show is how much people love the show, and it's a huge, like I say at all times, a huge honor to be included in it, and it's a huge honor to take part of it, and it's a huge honor to be considered, you know, part of the family, and yeah, so that's it for now, and I appreciate everything, all the support and everything else. It's getting down to the wire now. The next few days is just going to be a blur, I'm sure, just to get anything ready to go. Talk to you guys soon. And how beautiful is this? Well, except for that. Its temperature is dropping quite a bit, but you got to get it done. Okay, so I did 2 sets of the VersaClimber, and that was to test and see if the allergies were affecting my respiratory at all, and they weren't, because which is good, because it tells me I'm not really sick. But I managed to set a season PR for my Tabatas. I did 2 sets, and I frankly felt amazing on the second one, because I went farther in the second one than I did the first. Just trying to see if I have it written down somewhere nearby. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm doing tonight. Did a bunch of yard work, kind of get ready for springtime. Wow, yep, yeah, wow, over 25 feet further. That's far on a VersaClimber. Yeah, it's kind of getting kind of late. Betsy's working late, and I got the garage door open, even though it's kind of cold now. I'll do a little bit of strength stuff, a little bit of core, some grip. It's a funny thing. So I was watching a video of Michael Eckhart, the Marine who does nothing but upper body stuff. I kind of give him crap because he clearly missed leg day. Though I saw a video of him deadlifting quite a bit of weight, so I'll give him that. He's just probably skinny legs. That said, mad respect to the guy. But he highlighted, this is what I take for granted, he highlighted the difference of doing bar work as far as grip, and why cliffhangers or holding onto a ledge improves your grip. And he did a very good explanation of it, and this is what I took for granted. Having been a rock climber, I'm used to hanging on the tips of my fingers, and I love the campus board, I love the rungs, and that comes just naturally to me. But his point was, when you grip a bar, you're utilizing a lot of your hand, so it's a different type of grip. But when you're gripping on a ledge, it's all this tension's on your fingers, and a lot of people are not used to that, and I get it, because where in a gym would you use that kind of grip, right? Except for rock climbing or ninja work. So props to him for showing that. I think the Talon grips are awesome for that, but just like my observation about the difference between rings and bar dips, sure, they have the word dipped in common with them, but they're totally different animals. And in a perfect world, you would work on all of them. So in a perfect world, you do Talon grips, just to work on hanging on your fingers, then cliffhangers or campus rungs, and then a bar. Because, last thing I'll say about that is, when I was doing all my Talon pull-ups, I neglected to do campus rung pull-ups. And I thought when I went back to my ninja training, like, I can do a one-finger front lever. I should be able to do campus rungs, no problem. But it wasn't. It took me a little while to get that as opposed to individual webbing, holding on your fingers, that kind of strength. So again, if you want to be well-rounded, you need to work on everything and not assume that one exercise is going to translate to all of them or a few of them or whatever. You got to work them all. So that's my lesson for today. And back to the last bit, that's my lesson for today. I kind of want to make each one of these videos something worth your time if you're here for training advice and not just to see my incredible personality on display. And yeah, so I hope it benefits people, and it's going to come to an end very soon, this time next week. So hopefully I'll be able to do some videos while I'm there without revealing too much. That would be kind of fun since this time I think I'm a little more relaxed. But yeah, all right, let me go bang out a couple of reps before Betsy gets home and have some dinner. Tilapia tonight with, it's kind of a mashup. I'm doing like an Indian tilapia, but I also made some pico de gallo, pineapple pico de gallo. Betsy loves the pineapple pico de gallo, so I thought I would surprise her with that. Haven't done these in a while. My shoulders are tired too.